tighten up.
No, well, Kenny was in the front leading respiratory. For those of you just joining us on our podcast, Kirk Deviere is now on screen and doing his thing. He is the chairman of the Cumberland County Board of Commissioners, and we just had an election
We did.
process.
We
and
did.
I guess some things are going to change. Marshall Faircloth did not make it. Jeanette Council was not going to run again. So you're going to be dealing with a new crew. Your thoughts about the potential of folks who are coming in?
If I can, Gilbert, and I'll definitely like to get to that and thank them for their service, of course. But just I heard you mention Sandy Cookman earlier, and just want to take a moment to send regards to her and to Wes and her family, and all the people that care about her in this community. It's devastating for that family, and she's definitely been a champion in this community and really brought life to so many things, and brought voices across our airways, and she will be very missed. And her and Wes are very close personal friends, and it hits home, and we mourn her loss, and we know she's in a better place, and you look forward to the celebration of life that will be planned, and it hasn't been planned yet. And again, as you mentioned earlier, just give the family a little bit of time and be respectful right now as they kind of work through a lot of the details, and just need a little bit of time as a family.
You bring up a good point here, and for those of you who do not know who we're talking about, Sandy Cookman is a radio owner of WIDU, along with her husband, Wes Cookman. And I've known Sandy since she worked at WFLB. And so when something like this happens in the broadcast community, we put our flags down.
You do.
We put our station ownership, or Cumulus or Broadcasting or Beasley, we all put the flags down, and we just mourn the loss as a radio family.
That's right.
And so Sandy was just, I always knew her Sandy. She was the receptionist at WFLB. That's how I met her. I was working at Magic 1450, and I was an account executive. I had to go over to the FLB to get a spec spot or something, and there she was at the desk. And we've been friends ever since.
She's definitely the light of that radio broadcasting, all the stations that they have, and I know she was the heartbeat of so many things, and so she's going to be missed. But you're right, it's so great to see just there's no competition, flags go down, and everybody mourns the loss together, and hopefully as we move forward towards that celebration of life, we can announce that on all the different stations. But just wanted to show that respect and pay my respects to her publicly.
Well, and then on top of that, I'm suffering a family loss as well. And Dr. Bernard Lafayette, who worked with Dr. King and Jesse Jackson, and I mentioned to you the resemblance between the two of us is uncanny, because he's this is when he was locked up. I'm showing pictures of Bernard when he was locked up with Dr. King down in Selma. And you can see the resemblance between us and when we, were younger and kind of played together. And this is what he looks like now. He had a heart attack. I think he was in his car. My brother Filbert called me last night and said Bernard is gone. And so, it just seems like it comes in waves. Jesse Jackson is gone. And I was mentioning that Bernard was with Dr. King in Memphis, Tennessee, the day before he was assassinated. And Dr. King sent my cousin up to Chicago to start the Chicago movement. And once he got there, Jesse Jackson called my cousin and said, "You got to come back. Dr. King has been killed." Wow. And so,
we're sorry for your loss as well, and that of your families, for sure.
Well, I tell you, I almost didn't come in this morning, and I had a series of telephone calls from family saying Bernard is gone. And I said, I need to come in, and it's my job, and I'll talk about it, and I'll mention it. I posted it on my Facebook page as well. All right. Well, look.
So back to the primary first. I just want to, we do have a couple members that are not returning. Of course, Jeanette Council, who has chose not to run for a re-election, but has just been, an amazing champion and trailblazer for many, many years on the commission, and we look forward to celebrating her time and thanking her for her service, as she moves to the end of her term. But just want to thank her for her service. And, as you point out, Marshall Faircloth did not come through the primary, so his time will end. But I just want to thank him for his service. He serves through the end of the year, so it's not like he's disappearing by any means. But just want to thank him for his service and really just his voice on the commission. I've got the opportunity to work with him since I came on the commission in December of '24, and just a solid voice. He has a lot of knowledge of how things have been done in the past, and kind of a lot of wealth of information when it comes to activities of the board, especially around the budget, and especially around things that we're hospital trustees, and he served on that hospital for a long time, driving force in the medical school that we now see. He was one of the first ones working with Hershey Bell at the time, and Mike Nagowski. So just made a lot of impacts, and look forward to working with him throughout the end of the year as he finishes out his term. But just want to thank him for his service, and thanks for his continued service.
We're going to take a little break. He's also my golf buddy. He's sneaky long.
We played a couple times.
Yeah, he's sneaky long.
He's a good guy.
And he's my CPA, as a matter of fact. So I've known Marshall for quite some time now. All right, we're going to take a little break here. You're listening to News Talk 640. We're going to come back with Kirk Deviere in just a few seconds. News Talk 640 WFNC, it's 726.
For 12 years, Signature Sound has been
wanna talk about
proudly
the other
serving
races?
Fayetteville and its surrounding
Talk about the other
areas
races.
with quality
You wanna talk
car
about
audio
the
systems,
primary?
Yeah, a
professional
little bit.
installs,
And
next-level
what else
custom
you want
lighting,
to
I'm just
and
going
so much
to
more.
announce
Now,
the
we're celebrating the grand
remind
opening
people
of
about
our
the
new
state of the
location,
county that we're having on
51
Let's talk about that
Boulevard,
first.
Saturday, March 7th from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. We carry top brands, and yes, we even install
The
products
young lady
you
that's
purchased elsewhere. Signature
911
Sound,
operator
910-491-7913.
made the call. Works for us now. She's on our sales staff.
Oh, really?
I saw in the meeting, Ken saying, that's the one that got the award. I said, you're on the air Friday. Okay, Mr. Gilbert.
Exactly what I wanted.
From weddings to
Listen,
milestone celebrations.
That was me when I was, that's Bernard. The resemblance between us is just
crazy.
pretty amazing.
That is
And this is
crazy.
when he was with Dr. King and locked up.
So stop
pretty-
And this is what it
stressing
looks
about
like
your
now.
next event and let me handle it for you.
Where does he
Book
live?
us now at
Down in Alabama.
creativestudio.j.com.
And
That's a creative studio by
there's Sandy. See, you
I
put
was
your
with
flags down.
I was with him all.
Candidates to hire
I
could
was
be
with
like,
him all weekend.
well,
Yeah.
trying to find
I
a
was
needle
with
in
her.
a haystack.
We thought we
but
lost her
not
Friday
with
night.
ZipRecruiter. Its powerful
and then she
technology
kinda
actively
moved,
finds
and then
and
she just
invites
declined
qualified
yesterday
candidates to
afternoon.
apply to your job. So while
Yep.
other companies
Hey,
might
when we
deliver
go
a
into
lot of
35,
hay,
let's drop the
ZipRecruiter
news
finds
there
you
too.
the
It's
needle
not
in the
an event.
haystack.
Maybe hit
See,
the
my
weather.
report
That's
out
going
of
to be
5
nice
Okay.
employers
warm.
who
It's
post
up
a
to
job
you.
on
But
Yeah,
ZipRecruiter
I-
get a
I
qualified
said-
candidate within the
Waiting
first
for you guys
day.
long.
Try
Yeah, that's good.
ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com.
Well, I'm glad we got you coming every
/free.
week now.
That's
You know,
ZipRecruiter.com/free.
because we don't have to go rush, we can get stuff in.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers. So we build specially
I played,
adapted
I
homes.
did karaoke last night up at level
And thanks
88.
to our donors and
Used to be
supporters,
Kyoto's up off
this
Big Shots
life-changing
off of
gift of
Yakin
freedom
Road.
is
Oh, yeah.
provided
That,
mortgage-free
just
to
a
these
nice
veterans.
venue.
Used to be a
But
woof.
we need you
Yeah,
to
it was a
join
rough
us
place.
too
Oh, rough
in
place.
completing this
But now it's
important
cleaned up
mission.
and,
Please visit
very nice venue.
How long that lasts. So it was
and
Big
help
Shots when it
build
opened.
homes
yeah.
and rebuild
Big Shots was
lives.
really nice when it opened, and then it just went downhill.
Well, I don't play that best,
Yeah.
and
Good this season.
guy
Man,
kind
I
of
missed
had
playing
a
football ever since I
little
turned 40.
run with
I just
the
can't find
manager. I came in, they got speakers on the stage and in the area. I said, can we get this moved down? Well, the other DJs just play with my speakers. I said, I'm not the other DJs. I bring a sound system and I'm a sound engineer. I'm going to run a pink noise generation. I'm going to analyze the room. What's that? I said, can we get this out the way? Well, people kind of demanding. I'm not demanding anything. You guys hired me. This is what I need. So he was huffing and puffing, moving. I just get it out the way. This was not the guy that hired me. This is,
The manager.